You lay beside me like you stayed, but your mind was somewhere far. You're breathing close, you rode away, like talking through a scar. Your arms were warm around my waist, but colder than they seem. You were touching me in the dark, while running in your dreams. I felt the distance in your skin, in every unsaid truth. You were present in the quiet, but missing in the proof. Your silence slept beside me every night, but never here. You held my body in your arms, but left me in your fear. Your silence slept beside me, whispered lies I couldn't hear. You stayed in shape, not in your soul, and disappeared each year. You said I'm just a little tired, said work is on my mind, but love does slowly disappear without leaving a sign. You turned away when I touched you close, like something felt too real. I felt you slipping out of me in ways I couldn't heal. Every night you faced the wall, every morning faced the door. You were already halfway gone before you left once more. Your silence slept beside me, like a stranger in my bed. You never fought, you never feared, you never really said. Your silence slept beside me, like a ghost that learned my face. You lived a life I couldn't reach, from inside the same space. The ocean speaks when it pulls away. It doesn't hide its tide, but you became a quiet storm. You kept locked deep inside. I learned that love can be the loudest when nothing's being said, because silence builds the heaviest walls between two breaths in bed. Your silence slept beside me, but now the room is clear. I'd rather sleep with loneliness than wake up next to fear. Your silence slept beside me, but won't lie here blind. I choose a voice that tells me truth, not one that hides its mind. So take your quiet somewhere else. I'm done with silent pain. Your silence slept beside me once, but it won't sleep again. You said my name without a shame, like truth was in your chest. But every word you ever gave was wearing someone else. slow, so it would feel like home. But underneath your careful voice, your honesty was gone. At first your lies would barely sound, just whispers in the dark. But every time you said my name, they learned to leave a mark. Your lies learned how to breathe, they learned how to survive, they learned the shape of my belief, and learned how to feel alive. Your lies learned how to breathe in every kiss you gave. Now every memory I keep is learning how to fade. You held me like the truth was safe, like nothing else existed. But every promise on your lips was something well practiced. You wore your love like borrowed skin. If it but wasn't you, I saw myself inside your eyes until the cracks came through. You swore to me with steady hands, with echoes of forever, but forever broken to pieces every time you whispered together. Your lies learned how to breathe, they learned to walk with mine, they learned to sound just like my hope, and live between the lines. Your lies learned how to breathe, they learned my every fear, they learned how to hold me close while keeping you not here. The ocean never learns to fake the weight of every wave. The sky never pretends its storms are something they can't save. But you became a master of the truth you couldn't say. You taught your lies to feel like love until I lost my way. Your lies learned how to breathe, but now they're losing air. The truth is loud inside my chest, it doesn't need your care. Your lies learned how to breathe, but I learned how to see. I learned that loving honestly means choosing honesty. So take your living lies with you, let them find another heart. Mine is learning how to beat again without falling apart. You were leaving, you stood beside me like you stayed, but your eyes were on the road. You said my name the same old way, but your heart was moving slow. Every touch felt like a goodbye. You were too scared to say. I kept holding on to us while you were slipping away. Your silence grew between our words, your distance learned my name, loved you while you were leaving. I fought while you let go. I built my dreams on your hesitation while you already knew the road. I loved you while you were leaving. Believed what was already gone. You were learning how to disappear while I was holding on. You said I'm tired, it's just a phase. You said nothing's really wrong, but love that hides behind excuses never stays that strong. I watched your heart unplug from mine without a final sound, like a light that fades without a spark, but still leaves the room in doubt. You kissed me like a distant memory, not like a living now. You held me like a loaded goodbye you wouldn't allow. I loved you while you were leaving, while your footsteps faced the door. I was still saving our forever while you wanted nothing more. I loved you while you were leaving, calling your cold space. You were already in another life while I was in your face. The ocean teaches how to go by pulling back the tide, but it never pretends it's staying while already on the other side. I learned that love can bleed in silence, can fade without a fight. You don't always hear the ending when the ending's dressed as night. I loved you while you were leaving, and that's the truth that hurts. I gave my heart to your delay. You gave yours to the dirt. I loved you while you were leaving. Now I love myself instead. I won't build my life on slow goodbyes that you never really said. So go with all your unsaid words, with every hidden plan. I loved you while you were leaving. Now I'm stronger than I am. I held on to the words you said, even when they lost their way. You painted futures on my hands, then wiped them clean too late. You kissed me like a promise made, but lived like none were true. I built a world around your name while you were passing through. You kept me standing in your light, so I couldn't see your end. You never chose to walk away, just slowly didn't bend. You let me believe too long, held me with borrowed time, fed me a hope that wasn't yours, and treated it like mine. You let me believe too long, made fiction feel so strong, left me living in a love you'd already moved on from. You smiled like everything was fine, but silence told the truth. Your heartbeat used to speak my name before it lost its youth. You waited for my heart to fade, but still I couldn't see. You didn't break me with your words, you broke me quietly. And all the signs were painted clear, but drawn in shades of you. I didn't want to read the lines that said we were through. You let me believe too long, let weeks turn into years, while holding me in arms that shook with every hidden fear. You let me believe too long, till truth felt cold and wrong, left me chasing echoes of a love that wasn't strong. The ocean doesn't hesitate when tides begin to change, but you kept waiting on the edge where love grows out of range. You should have let the ending fall instead of dragging me. It hurts much more to realize you stayed just to leave. You let me believe too long, but now I finally see the love I thought belonged to us was never meant for me. You let me believe too long, but now I'm moving on. I'll build a truth that doesn't fade when hope is nearly gone. I walk into the open sky, into the waves I'm strong. You let me believe too long, but I won't believe you wrong. You called my name and you were low, when your world was out of place. You said I was the one you needed, but only in your empty space. You never chose me in the daylight, only in your darkest part. I wasn't the love you fought for, I was just your backup heart. You kept me close but never near, you fed me hope in pieces, you gave me almost everything except the truth that frees us. I was your backup heart, waiting in the shadow of your doubt. I was your backup heart, you ran to me when love ran out. I was your backup heart, never your first call in the light, only a shelter in the storm, never your forever. that keeps on choosing others isn't time and it's a thief. I was your backup heart, your quiet place to run. I was your backup heart, never your chosen one. I was your backup heart, your pause between their arms. You kept me safe in second place, like I was built for a heart. The ocean doesn't keep two shores and promise both the same. The sun doesn't split its burning between two different flames. I learned that being someone's option is colder than goodbye, because hope keeps breathing quietly while dignity runs dry. I was your backup heart, but I won't stay there anymore. I won't bleed in second place while you choose another door. I was your backup heart, now I choose a braver part. I'd rather walk alone in truth than live someone's backup heart. So take your half love somewhere else. I'm done being on standby. I was your backup heart before, now I'll let that version die. You held my hand like it was safe, like nothing else could break. But every word you said to me was something you couldn't take. Your fingers promised I'm still here, your eyes look somewhere else. You kept my palm inside your grip, but hid your honest self. You said my fears were just my mind. You said I worried too much, but I felt distance in your pulse every time we touched. You held my hand, not my truth. You held my warmth, not my side. You walked with me in daylight, but lived a different life at night. You held my hand, not my truth, so I could guess in the dark. You gave me gestures without a soul and called that love in my heart. You kissed my forehead full of calm, like nothing was unclean. But every promise that you spoke was fading in between. I trusted every steady breath, every I'm right here. But love that hides behind a mask always disappear. You told me I was everything, then vanished when it mattered. You said my heart was where you stayed, but your actions only scattered. You held my hand, not my truth. You held my hand on my truth, and I stayed for too long. I kept believing in your skin while your heart was already gone. You held my hand on my truth. Now I release them both. I won't carry love in fingers that never held my soul. So keep your gentle false goodbyes. I won't beg for proof. You held my hand in borrowed ways, but never held my truth. Held me with me. Held me with me. You held me close when the world was cold, when you had nowhere else to run. You said my name like it meant forever, but only when the night had come. In the daylight I was a shadow, in the dark I was your home. You used my heart like a shelter when you didn't wanna be alone. You disappear when I needed you, return when your world fell apart. I was your pause between the storms, never the start of your heart. You loved me when it was convenient, when the silence grew too loud. You loved me when your skies were empty, when your pride was bleeding out. You loved me when it was convenient, never when it was right. You only chose me in your darkness, never in the light. You promised me a steady ground, but I was standing on air. You built your life in another place and kept me hanging somewhere. I waited through your changing mood, through every half-made plan. You kept me close enough to feel you, but never close enough to stand. I gave you all my honest days, my tired nights, my best. You gave me pieces of attention, never your whole chest. You loved me when it was convenient, when your world was out of tune. You ran to me like I was shelter, then left before the noon. You loved me when it was convenient, not when I needed you most. I was your temporary harbor, never the shore you chose. The ocean doesn't take you only when the storms begin to rise. The sun doesn't choose which hearts to warm him. It doesn't make alibis. I learned that love that only shows when everything else is gone is not a home. It's just a shadow you escape into at dawn. You loved me when it was convenient, so now I'm done being that place. I won't be your quiet rescue when you're tired of the chase. You loved me when it was convenient, now I love myself instead. I choose a heart that stays in daylight, not one that loves me when it ends. So take at me like you used to, but something wasn't there. Your smile felt like an old disguise you forgot how to wear. You said my name without the weight, without the fire it knew. And in that quiet second, I already lost you. Your eyes began to pack their bags before your lips confessed. Your heart was halfway out the door while I was still undressed. I heard your goodbye before you said it, in the way you stopped holding on. I heard your goodbye in the silence that grew when the love was gone. I heard your goodbye before you said it, in every "we'll be fine." Your voice was still beside my ears, but your soul was leaving mine. You stood so close but felt so far, like waves that never touch. You spoke in careful distance, that closeness cost too much. You said nothing's really wrong, but your truth was in your hands. The way you let them slip from mine, like we were already past. You stopped making plans with us, started saying me again, and every word you didn't speak was louder than your wind. I heard your goodbye before you said it, in the way you faced the door, in the way our conversations didn't reach the heart anymore. I heard your goodbye before you said it, in the spaces you would hide. You were already living later while I was still inside. The ocean tells you when it's done by easing back the tide. The sky tells you when storms are gone by clearing up the night. But you told me nothing's changed.